everybody. This is Melissa with Enchanted Emerald, bringing you your monthly reading for Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Rising for April 2022. As always, as we get started here, my go-to deck is the traditional Rider-Waite deck. And I have pulled for the month of April because the energy for fairies is just so strong around right now. I did go ahead and pull as well a fairy message to kind of round out and sum up the overall reading. So in the end, I will go over that. So going ahead here and getting started, the 1st through the 9th, Capricorn, we have the Knight of Swords. And I believe this also came through for Aries. We have the Wheel of Fortune. And rounding out that first week, 1st through the 9th, we also have the Ace of Swords. So what I'm really feeling with this is that, this is coming in where you might have been through a period in time recently where you felt invisible, or you purposefully made yourself invisible, where you were seeking a little bit of a refuge, a little bit of solitude, but you are coming back with that Knight of Swords, and you're coming in strong, and you're back better than ever. And I do feel like there's a lot of people possibly talking around you, maybe like, wow, like, well, look at her, look at him, they're back and doing great. And so maybe they are taking bets, right, so to speak. They're like, wowed by what's happening, what you're doing, and how you've pulled through, how you came out of nowhere seemingly, right? And so you're really like coming at your goals with some like serious power behind you now. You sought that solitude, you recharged, and here you come charging back in, and you are ready to go. And so I feel as though you are, however, placing all bets on yourself going forward. And what I feel with that Ace of Swords coming in is victory, 100% victory. With this, I feel like this kingdom, this queendom that you have sought forever to build, it just happens to just be there now. You are coming to this place where you feel like this has been to this point where you are in this queendom or kingdom. You have arrived, right? All this time that you've sought to build something, wanting to build, and you've been trying to build, and you've been putting so much energy and effort into this, you just realize that, man, I've already won. I've already won. I don't have to do anything to I have all of the stuff that I need. I have everything that I need at my fingertips to achieve all that I want. And you realize that it's about embodying this energy, this essence that comes in with being a king or a queen. And so as you embody that, that's more and more showing up for you. Things are showing up for you, and you're starting to see it's like a bunch of pieces coming together, and you realize, I've already won. And so I'm getting chills that that's big validation, big energy coming in to start the month off here for you, Capricorn. So moving into the 10th through the 16th, we have the 4 of Wands. So solid, stable foundation. When I look at that, that's what I'm seeing for you, okay? The 4 of Wands. Moving into an energy of the Fool, new beginning, new journey. And moving into an energy with the Magician. So these actually all came out together. And so I feel as though you are going on a journey. And with this, I feel like, man, you are never looking back. You are so bold in your action. You are so just hypnotized by all of the new opportunities showing up for you. You're super excited. I do feel with that 4 of Wands, that solid, stable foundation, that's something that you had been working at, putting in place, and now you're to a point where you can probably sit back and enjoy the ride, and that's what I'm feeling with that, right? And so it's like almost as if it's all smooth sailing from here. And so I do feel like as a result of that, and I'm not certain that it will actually manifest within this week in April for you, Cap, but it will manifest for you into a space where you are going to have your pick of like several options, right? I feel like You're going to be super stoked at what's showing up. And I feel like that first option, you're going to feel so stoked and you're going to think that this is exactly what you're looking for, but this is coming in with a message that if you are really tuned in, tapped in, turned on, sit it out, right? Feel into it, use your intuition, and make sure that that is the right one for you, because I'm feeling like a second or a third option could come in and be exactly what you need. And again, now remember, when we say that there's something that's coming in that's exactly what we need, it may not always look like what we think that it's going to look like, right? We could think that this is what we need, that first option that's coming in, this is exactly what we've wanted, this is exactly what we've pictured, but make sure that you're following your intuition in terms of making your decisions, because again, like I said, that second or third option that's coming in for you, if you're waiting it out and you're feeling it out with your intuition and you know what's right for you, I think that that's going to work out better for you, okay? Moving into the 17th through the 23rd. Now, this is a bit of a, I don't want to say like a rougher week, but maybe a week where you're kind of taking a step back and kind of rethinking things, regrouping, looking at things, okay? Because I do feel there's a lot of being up in your head, okay? A lot of swords energy here. So we have 3 of swords, again, 17th through the 23rd, 3 of swords, 9 of swords, King of Pentacles coming out with the 5 of Wands, okay? Now, what I feel with this is that you could be having some restless nights, some anxiety, some disappointment overall. I do feel as though there is an energy of scarcity coming in. And what is accompanying this is I feel as though you've put so much energy and time into something that you are feeling disappointed that it's not turning out as you had hoped that it would turn out, right? Where you feel like, man, I put so much energy and effort into this and it's just not working out per se, right? Where you're just not getting out of it what you had wanted or what you would think would have come out of it as a result of all of the energy and time that you're putting into it. And so I hear like this work, right? That's what I keep hearing through that. And so I feel like if you're not trying to distract yourself with work or keeping yourself busy because you're anxious, right? And you're trying to keep your mind off of things and you're drowning yourself in work, so to speak, you could actually be trying to manifest what you're hoping for by putting more energy and time into it. And so, you know, I feel like, you know, there's a reminder here from Spirit that when you are putting more energy and time into something, it doesn't always necessarily mean there's a greater output or there is a outcome, more of an outcome that you are looking for, right? And so I feel like, you know, you put so much time and energy into your work, even to the detriment possibly of like pleasure and joy and your social life, right? I feel like you could be blowing people off, like people that are important to you, that you really enjoy spending time with, and that's also, you know, having some disappointment. You know, you don't really want to be doing that, but you're very focused, right? And that's not a bad thing. But it's also very important to make time for those that we love and bringing in that joy, because it also helps you to manifest. So that's what is coming in with this reminder here this week, is that there are more ways to have a better outcome or to increase the output of an outcome, right? Getting what you want, it can come in a different way. That doesn't necessarily mean that you have to put more physical effort or more physical work into it. It could be about taking a step back, giving yourself some time and space to take a break, to distract yourself, or to also maybe put more energy into visualization of what the possibilities could be, exploring different options in your mind. What would that look like? Get into that wonder of it, right? Because efforting with your mind is a lot less exhausting, right, than actually putting all this physical effort into it. And it can be a lot less demanding, and it can help to decrease that control element and surrender into what is and what will come and what is meant to be from spirit can show up a little bit more easily. So the key here, however, is to know that you are capable. Okay, so that's what's important, knowing that you can achieve the outcome that you want. Okay, so rest assured, there is no doubt, that there's no room for doubt here. Okay, so you have to know that you can do this, believe that it will happen, and then throughout all of this, know that you're worth it. Okay, this is really important here. Okay, because I feel as though there could be feelings of scarcity coming in from maybe some doubts and insecurities regarding one's worth, right? So when we're talking about our worth, we have to start to put the effort into investing in ourselves. So we can start to question, how am I investing in myself, and how do I know that this is the right thing for me, and feelings of deserving, right? And so if you want to use some affirmations for that would be very helpful in terms of, I deserve to live an amazing life, and I am worthy, I am capable, I am confident, right? Start working with some of those things and feel how you feel the physical sensations throughout your body as you start to use some of those, right? To counteract some of those subconscious beliefs that kind of creep in and affect our outcomes. So moving into the 24th through the 30th, Capricorn, we have 6 of Cups with the King of Swords and the Empress, the good old Empress. I love the Empress. I look for her often in the readings, and she's beginning to be one of my absolute most favorite cards in this whole deck, right? It used to be 8 of Cups, now it's Empress. But I love the Empress because there's an energy that whatever you want, it's yours. And that's exactly what Spirit says for you, Capricorn. This week, anything you want, you got it, right? I feel like almost like that song. I think there's a song that actually says those lyrics. Anything that you want, you got it. But I feel as though you could be speaking things into existence this week. And so be mindful of what you are saying and what you are putting out there into the energy. And so if there's something that you do say that you feel like, gosh, I'm not sure I really want that into my existence, be mindful of what you're putting out there. So if you have to stick out like this whole like, oh, cancel, clear, delete, Spirit, that's not exactly what I'm looking for. And then redefine, course correct that. Because our energy that we put into our words put out a lot of energy. And so it will help, to bring things back to you. And so I do feel this week also for you, Capricorn, that there's going to be a weeding out, so to speak. When I think of the Empress, there's this beautiful like waterfall behind her, and I feel like fertility, garden, like all this stuff, right? So I feel like there's going to be a weeding out, right? You have to weed the garden every once in a while to make the flowers grow and make them more beautiful. And so when I think of this week, I feel like there could be some people in your energy or in your time, taking up your time and in your space that are there to just be part of, spending time with you and consuming your time and energy for a benefit of some sort. Maybe they get a benefit by being associated with you, or maybe they really enjoy your energy and it helps them to feel really good, right? And that's good. We're impacting people in a positive way. But I also feel that there could be people that maybe could be in your energy that are just there because maybe they are trying to seek information for some reason. And so I think it's really important to just be mindful of who you are spending your time with, who you are sharing secrets with. I think that communication is going to be big this week as well. I do feel like you do have established bonds with people, maybe long held from like people from the past that could be resurfacing or have recently resurfaced that prove to be very vital going forward for you. They've proven to be very good supports for you. And so I feel like you're going to know exactly which people you need to kind of weed out in terms of who is deserving of your time and your energy, okay? And I feel like also this week it's going to be important in terms of deepening your faith, okay? So like I hear the words like all for the glory. So I feel like taking a step forward, doing something out of the ordinary that you've been wanting to do, but taking a step in that direction, even though you may not know exactly how that's going to turn out or what that might look like on the other side of that, taking some sort of a leap of faith, and that will help to deepen that faith. Maybe meditating, taking some time to do some meditation, some sort of a spiritual practice, prayer, intention. That would be really important if you're setting aside some time daily to do those things to help to deepen that faith would be really supported this week as well, Capricorn. Overall advice, we have the Justice card. And so this is perfect. I feel like with that scale there, I do feel as though you're going to get what you put in this month, Capricorn, in terms of you have a certain opinion about things, and you could be very opinionated and you could want to speak your truth, and that's all great. That's really good. I do feel like it's very important for you to be mindful this month in terms of weighing out your options when it comes to making decisions about the future. And so if you're looking for the scales to tip in your favor, be sure that you are paying attention to how you feel internally and how your intuition is speaking to you. Look for signs in your external world just to give you some validation of, my gosh, am I making the right decision going forward? Because you do want to make sure that you are doing what you need to do for your highest and best, right? Now, and just remember that every step that you take, it's never going to be the wrong direction either. We are fully supported by Spirit any direction that we decide to go in, and there will always be lessons waiting for us on the other side. And so, we want to navigate through that to the best of our abilities and set that intention that we are seeing the signs of the magic, though, to invite more and more magic in and following and flowing through our faith. So that's a beautiful intention. And then here we have for your fairy card, Capricorn, Assertiveness. And this is a beautiful card. I don't know if you can see that very well with the lighting, but it says, stand up for your beliefs and only say yes if you really want to. So is it a yes, or is it a hell yes? Or is it a no, or a hell no? Okay? And then being sure that you're following through with that and how you're feeling in terms of how you're feeling. So as you step into being assertive and you're not doing things out of guilt or obligation, right? You're honoring yourself, you're honoring others, because people don't ever have to guess with how they stand with you, right? In terms of you communicating your opinion, okay? And communicating how you feel about things, all right? So be fair, be firm. It will honor yourself and it will honor others, and it is going to serve you going forward, okay? So beautiful message here from the fairies for you, Capricorn. I do so hope that this monthly message resonates for you. And as always, I will be back to do another reading for you guys again soon. If you're interested in your own personal reading, because not all general readings can resonate, Cap, I would be interested in doing that for you. I'm your girl. If you can hit me up in the square site pinned below here on the YouTube, or if you're catching me on the Facebook, it will be pinned at the top of my Enchanted Emerald page. Or you can hit me up in the messenger or email me at enchantedemeraldny@gmail.com. In the meantime, hit me in the comments, people. I would love to hear what's going on with you, see what's showing up for you this month, because there's a lot of magic here for us, and I am so hoping that it's showing up for you. As always, I hope you have an amazing month, and everybody take care. Thank you.